דבר אל בני ישראל ויקחו לי תרומו. Rashi says, Li lishmi, for my name. What does that mean, for my name? In Sefer Kosnos Or von Rabbi Meir Eisenstadt, the Baal Ponim Meiros, also known as Rabbi Meir Ash, one of the Rabbeim of Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshitz. The Gemara says in Pesochim that you are not allowed to pronounce the Eibishter's name, Hashem's name, Yud Kei Vov Kei. Ze Shemi Le'olam, Veze Zichri Le'dor Dor. You write it Yud Kei Vov Kei, but you say out Adnus. And Abba Shaul says, if somebody says out the Shem Hashem, Ein Lo Hileg Le'olam Habo. The Gemara says in Avodah Zarah, Daf Yud Ches Amud Aleph, that Rabbi Hanina ben Teradion was burnt alive because he was hoige es Hashem be'ois Yosef. He is from Asoro Harugei Malchus. The Gemara says, how was he allowed to do so? Didn't we just say that Ein Lo Hileg Le'olam Habo? The Gemara says, Lehislamet, to teach somebody, you are allowed to. Why was he punished? The Gemara answers, you're supposed to do it privately and not in public. Then he brings a Gemara in Sote, Daf Lamed Ches Amud Aleph. There's another place that you are allowed to say the Shem Havayo, the way it's written. Choiro, we find that Moshe Rabbeinu told Paro the Shem Havayo. And Paro said, Mi Hashem asher eshma b'koilo, says over there Yud Kei Vov Kei. How was Moshe Rabbeinu allowed to say the Eibishter's name and it was not in the Beis HaMikdash? What do you do with Abba Shaul? What do you do with the Gemara in Pesachim? What do we do with the Gemara in Sote? In Al-Kochach you have to say, before Maaseh Eigel, we're allowed to say Hashem's name. After Maaseh Eigel can only be said in the Beis HaMikdash. We have to collect money now to build the Beis HaMikdash. V'yikchu li terumo. What does that mean, you take for me? Rashi says, you're not taking for me, you're taking li lishmi, for my name. Says the Kosnos Or, from Maram Ha'ash. Li lishmi, make a mikdash so that you be able to pronounce my name over there. Lishmi, for my name, to allow you pronounce my name. B'Shem Deshlo HaKodosh, when a person gives tzedakah, he could be mechaven the Shem Yud Kei Vov Kei. Why? Yud is the matpeya. Hey, the 5 fingers holding it. Vov is the hand that stretches to give the oni. And Hey is the 5 fingers from the mekav. It could be, since the whole yesod of tzedakah is to build the Mishkan and to be able to pronounce the Shem Hashem, there's a special yichud. B'shas you give tzedakah, every time you give tzedakah, you can be mechaven the Shem Yud Kei Vov Kei. V'yikchu li truma. The shir from truma is Beka lagulgoles, which is 10 gera. Every shekel is esrim gera. Chatzi shekel is a beka. B'noshim bekia, to split a shekel in half. The shir from Pidyon Nefesh depends on the ages. The highest shir from 20 until 60 years old is 50 shkolim, which is equivalent to 100 chutzi shkolim, 100 beka. So the Al-Shich HaKadosh Azakashi. The Machzis HaShekel was also lechaper al nafsho seichem, a kapora of the Ma'aseh Egel. So why is the pidyon only a chotzi shekel and not 50 shkolim, which 100 times more than chotzi shekel? And the Alshich HaKodesh wants to say, Choso al memonom shel Yisrael. The Eibshter had rachmonos on the moment of Yidden, and he asked them to bring only Ma'aser min Ma'aser, a tenth of a tenth, which is 100ths. So we give machzis a shekel, not 100 machzis a shekel. Moed Megillah, Toysus brings down in Daf Zayin Amud Aleph Midrash, actually is a Mamar Shumati. I heard that a Seres Alofim, Kikar Kesef, that Haman gave to Achashverosh to destroy Klal Yisrael, are mechuvon keneged the machatzis a shekel that Shishim Ribui Yisrael gave betzeiso mitzrayim. Haman gave kol pidyonim, the entire pidyon, doik vetishkach. Go out and be medagdek, and you're going to see that the cheshbon is right. The Bach says the cheshbon is very good to understand, because we gave machzis a shekel, 600,000 people, meya kikar, 100 kikar. Each odon was 3,000 shkolim. Meya kikar, and Haman gave a seres alofim kikar. He gave 100 times more than the shiklei hamidbor. So what does Toysus mean? That Haman gave kol pidyonim doik betishkach. So the Aruch Laner wants to answer with this Alshich HaKodesh that the Yidden and Midbar gave only 100ths of the pidyon nefesh. Haman gave the full pidyon nefesh, 100 times more. So the cheshbon is very meduyak, and that's what Toysus says. Kol pidyonim, the entire pidyon, which means these 600,000 people are from 20 to 60. So the pidyon nefesh should have been a seres alofim kikar. The Eibshter had rachmonos, and he only gave 100ths of that. Say that this Toysus is actually printed shelobim koimo. It really belongs to Daf Yud Gimel Amud Beis on the Mamar von Reish Lakish. Golui veyudua lifnei mi she'omar behoyo ha'olam sid Haman dishkol neged kol Yisrael shikleihem kodam v'shokal shkolim l'shkolov. The shkolim that we gave in the Midbar are bevatel the shkolim of Haman. So Toysus brings over there, the Melech told Haman, hakesef nosun loch ve'ho'om la'asos bo katoy beinecho. Hakesef is begematria ho'etz. The tree is given to you. You're going to be hanged. And Chazal say that the apostle goes on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Every time says HaMelech goes on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Vayomer HaMelech, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Haman, hakesef nosun loch. The gematria of hakesef means ho'etz. The tree is given to you. Ve'ho'om la'asos bo, and the nation to do on you and on the Amalekim, katoy beinecho, whatever you want to do to them. Tzedoko tatil mimobes. Ve'atem advekim v'atinu Elohechem chaim kulchem hayoim. Aseres alofim kikar kesef. How much is that in today's currency in dollars? The equation is very simple. 1 shekel is 20 gera. Today a gera is $1. So 1 shekel is $20. That's why by Pidyon Ben that you need 5 shkolim, you need $100 to give to the Kohen. 600,000 people gave a machzis a shekel. Multiply times 10 gera. A machzis a shekel is 10 gera. 10 times 600,000 is 6 million gera. $6 million was the value of the Adonim in today's money. Haman gave 100 times that. $600 million. Doig betishkach. In Parashas Teruma, by the mitzvahs of the Oron HaKodesh, ve'eveso es habadim batabuot al tzalos ha'oron, lo says es ha'oron bohem. The badim were made to carry the Oron. We have a problem. The tabuos were made out of zohov tohor, pure gold. Gold, when it's impure, is very flexible, is very bendable, has no consistency. It's impossible, apiderech hateba, to make rings of pure gold to lift something very heavy like the Oron. The kapoides, which was amosayim v'chetzi al amo v'chetzi betefach, weighed at minimum 2.5 ton gold. The luchos abris were extremely heavy. Toysus brings a medrash that somebody wanted to break the chiseled part of the luchos with a heavy hammer on a metal table. The hammer and the table broke. The diamond, the sanpirin, did not break. So what is the pshat in the pasuk? Lo says es ha'oron bohem. The Ramban and the Ibn Ezra want to say that they carry it from the bottom. But in the Gemara doesn't say it like that. Rashi also doesn't say it like that. There's a Masechta Soita Daf Lamed Hey Amud Aleph by Uzzah Sholach Yodo Lechos es Ha'oren. And Uzzah did not know that the Oren Noise is Nosov, Kal V'chomer Noise is Atzmo. There was a special name by the Oren. The Oren was weightless, like in space. There's no weight. The Oren was in space. There was no problem with the Metzias. How can the soft, pure gold hold the weight of the Oren, which was extremely heavy, like lifting a couple of elephants? The answer is Ha'oren Noise is Noisov, but Noise is Atzmo. So with this Gemara in Soita we understand the Metzias over here. But in Sefer Avnei Shoham von der Rav Agun, Rav Moshe Leib Shochor, Zichron Lebrocho, the Gemara in Masechta Shabbos Daf Tzadik Beis Amud Aleph in the Mishnah, if somebody carries the Mala Masorot Tvochim higher than 10 Tvochim from the ground, is that considered Hoitzo? We know if somebody goes on stilts, the Mala Masorot is not considered Hoitzo. It's not going out of the Tchum. How about carrying the Mala Masorot Tvochim? His feet on the ground, but the thing that he's carrying is Lemala Masorot Tvochim. Is that considered Hoitzo or not? The Mishnah said we learn from Maaseh B'nei Kehos, Ba'kosev Yisou. They carry by the shoulders. And the Gemara brings on another raya from the Oren. Loses is Ha'oron Bohem. We have a Kabbalah that all the moitos, all the kelim that were carried by the shoulders, the rings were on the top third, at the beginning of the top third of the kli, which means that the moitos of the Oren were 2/3 high on the ground. How big was the Oren? The Oren was Tisha Tvochim, divided into 3 parts. 3 Tvochim from the badim and 6 Tvochim the Matavan Abadim. That means that the Bnei Kehos, when they lifted the Oren in the shoulders, they only had 6 Tvochim hanging down. A person at the shoulder is 3 Amos, an Amos 6 Tvochim, 18 Tvochim at the shoulders. So the Oren was hanging down from the shoulders 6 Tvochim. 18 minus 6 is 12 Tvochim. The Oren was the Malo Masoro, higher than 10, was 12 Tvochim. From here we learn a Maso, the Malo Masoro is considered a Maso. Maso Bnei Kehos. So we learn from 2 places. That the Maso Bnei Kehos, that they carry the kroshim, the beams, or we learn from the Oren. So the Avnei Shoham as a kasha. If the Gemara says in Masechta Soita, Ha'oren Noise es Noisov, Kal V'chomer Noise es Atzmo, why don't we learn from the Oren that you don't say Chai Noise es Atzmo? There's no heter. Just like the Oren was easier to carry on Shabbos, Maaseh B'nei Kehos, should be an easier to carry a Baal Chai. So the Mishnah Tzadik Beis and Tzadik Gimel are Soisrim. This is a Kushio Atzumo from the Avnei Shoham. I saw B'Shem the Sfas Emes, how can the Gemara has 2 places to learn the din of carrying the Mala Masoro, from the Kosef and from the Oren? Why can't we just learn from the Oren? What do you need from the Kosef also? So he wants to say maybe this is because of the kasher of the Avnei Shoham. Could be that you cannot learn from the Oren because the Oren had a problem. Oren Noise is Noisov. Kemasholan, we learn from the Kosef, not from the Oren. That could be another problem. We are not sure if a person is high 18 Tvochim by the Kosef, by the shoulder, or by the head. Toisus brings down a midrash from the Cheshbon Pasos B'nei Homan that they were hanging on the tree, and each one was 3 amos without the head, and 1 amo in between each one. Each one of the 10 children of Haman was 3 amos without the head. Altogether they took 30 amos. They were hanged Yudalet Ador, that Haman was hanged on Pesach the year before in the same tree. Haman also has 3 amos, who have 33 amos. In between each one was an amma, it's 43 amos, and the rest of the tree was on the ground, or spaced until the first nevelo. So from Toisus we see that a person is 3 amos at the shoulder. But the Shittas Ramban, he argues with Toisus that Dalet amos is with the head. According to the Ramban, we have to take out a couple of Tvochim from the 18 Tvochim until the shoulders, so we cannot learn from the Oren. Aloch Maaseh, a high noise is Atzmo min Torah, there's no Isur, only mid the Rabbonon. But according to the Sfas Emes, could be this one sheet in the Gemara that would hold the high noise is Atzmo is a Isur deraisa. Atem adveikim adinoi loichem chaim kulchem hayor. Taber el bnei Yisrael beyikchu li terumo. Rashi says, li lishmi, for my name. What does that mean, for my name? In Sefer Kosnos Or von Rabbi Meir Eisenstadt, the Baal Ponim Meiros, also known as Rabbi Meir Ash, one of the Rabbeim of Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshitz. The Gemara says in Pesochim that you are not allowed to pronounce the Eibishter's name, Hashem's name, Yud Kei Vov Kei. Ze Shemi Le'olam, V'ze Zichri Le'dor Dor. You write it Yud Kei Vov Kei, but you say out Adnus. And Abba Shaul says, if somebody says out the Shem Hashem, Ein Lo Hileg Le'olam Habo. The Gemara says in Avodah Zarah Daf Yud Ches Amud Aleph that Rabbi Hanina ben Teradion was burnt alive because he was hoige es Hashem be'ois Yosef. He is from Asoro Harugei Malchus. The Gemara says, how was he allowed to do so? Didn't we just say that Ein lo hilek lo ilum habu? The Gemara says, lehislamet, to teach somebody, you are allowed to. Why was he punished? The Gemara answers, you're supposed to do it privately and not in public. Then he brings a Gemara in Sote, Daf Lamed Ches Amud Aleph. There's another place that you are allowed to say the Shem Havayo, the way it's written. Choiro, we find that Moshe Rabbeinu told Paro the Shem Havayo. And Paro said, Mi Hashem asher eshma b'koilo, says over there Yud Kei Vav Kei. How was Moshe Rabbeinu allowed to say the Eibishter's name and it was not in the Beis Hamikdash? What do you do with Abba Shaul? What do you do with the Gemara in Pesachim? What do we do with the Gemara in Sote? In Al-Kochach you have to say, before Maaseh Eigel, we're allowed to say Hashem's name. After Maaseh Eigel can only be said in the Beis Hamikdash. We have to collect money now to build the Beis Hamikdash. V'yikchu li terumo. What does that mean, you take for me? Rashi says, you're not taking for me, you're taking li lishmi. For my name. Says the Kosnos Oir, Kan Maram Ha'ash. Li lishmi, make a mikdash so that you be able to pronounce my name over there. Lishmi, for my name. To allow you pronounce my name. B'Shem Deshlo HaKodosh, when a person gives tzedakah, he could be mechaven the Shem Yud Kei Vav Kei. Why? Yud is the matpeya. Hey, the 5 fingers holding it. Vav is the hand that stretches to give the oni. And Hey is the 5 fingers from the mekav. It could be, since the whole yesod of tzedakah is to build the Mishkan and to be able to pronounce the Shem Hashem, there's a special yichud. B'shas you give tzedakah, every time you give tzedakah, you can be mechaven the Shem Yud Kei Vav Kei.